What is up, guys, real estate investors? My name is Jamaal Gibbs. I'm an agent in the Denver metro area. If you're looking to build a portfolio of these, well, maybe not exactly those, but if you're looking to build an investment portfolio full of rental properties, got a great strategy for you that's going to help you out. Very simple, and you can even live in the property all while having your tenants pay down your mortgage. And what I'm talking about is a great strategy called house hacking. So what exactly is house hacking? It's a great way for people to get started investing, or even if you're experienced, you basically live in the house with the intent of renting out the other rooms. So you have other people paying down your mortgage, and you can live close to free, if not all the way free. You get to build equity. It's a great way to get started if you don't have a ton of money to put down and purchase a lot of properties. And you get to take advantage of all the tax benefits that come with investing in real estate. Now, a great example of this would be if you were to buy a quadplex, which is a property that has 4 separate living units, and you were to live in one unit while you rent out the other 3. If your mortgage payment is $2,000 total for the entire building, and you rent out the other 3 units for $700 a month each, you're going to be covering your entire mortgage payment. The biggest part of making this whole thing work is to, obviously, you're going to want to find a great deal and something that's going to cash flow every single month, which basically means having money left over after paying all the expenses, reserves, and the mortgage payment. You're going to want to find something that needs a little bit of elbow grease. That way you can put a little work into it, get it for a more discounted price, which is going to help make that cash flow more possible. Also, the best properties to house hack are duplexes, triplexes, and quadplexes. But depending on the market that you're in, these property types might be a little too expensive and more harder to make cash flow. So another great alternative would be to get a single family house that has at least 4 bedrooms, preferably 5. And if you have something with a basement, that'll make it even easier for somebody to rent that out as a unit. Also, if there's a potential to add bedrooms, that's going to be a major plus as well. Now, you're going to have to fund the purchase of the property somehow. A lot of people think you have to use 20% down to purchase a property, but there are other options out there, such as getting an FHA loan, which is a Federal Housing Administration loan, backed by the government, and it helps you purchase a property with as little as 3.5% down. You can also get a conventional loan, which is a minimum of 5% down. So for example, if you're buying a $100,000 house and you use an FHA loan, you would have to put down $3,500. Best thing to do would be to talk to a lender. That way they can assess your situation and find out exactly how much you would be able to borrow. Now, the next step of the process is managing your tenants. I've heard a lot of horror stories about people getting tenants in their house and they just completely trash it, or they're just not cooperative. I mean, I've heard almost every single story you can hear. But the key to running a successful house hack is to treat it like a business, which means having systems in place, checklists, and rules to ensure that everything goes the right way. You're going to want to screen your tenants to make sure they haven't had a history of evictions, that they can qualify for the monthly rental rate, and are just all around good, solid people. Definitely want to run a background check to make sure they don't have any prior felonies or any crazy criminal histories that you wouldn't want to live with. Also, if you're not a handy person and you don't like to fix broken toilets or leaking faucets, definitely gonna want to find a good contractor or handyman who can come in and fix those things for you. And if you don't like managing your tenants yourself, you can always hire a property management company. That way they can collect the rents, manage all the leases, and coordinate repairs when things go wrong. Just make sure that if you were planning on doing this, you run those numbers into your monthly income and expenses. That way you can make sure you can afford it and still cash flow at the end of the day. And last but not least, I know a lot of people like to live with their friends and family. Might seem like a good idea at first, but more often than not, it usually ends up bad. Alrighty guys, I hope this gave you a good intro into the whole house hack process and how you might be able to get your first investment while having your tenants pay down that mortgage, and you're still going to collect some monthly income while living in your own property. If you have any more questions or you'd like to reach out, just give me a call, shoot me an email, connect with me on social media. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Look forward to giving you guys some more tips and videos here soon. Thanks.